What's going on YouTube? This is Big Pat Sports Talk. The New York Giants 2022 schedule has been leaked, and let's get into it. I'm going to give you the games, and I'm going to give you my prediction of the game. So tune in. Let's get into it. Big Pat Sports Talk reacts. All right, guys, welcome. The schedule leak has been done. Welcome, Big Blue Crew. Welcome, all Giants fans. Thank you guys for tuning in. Going ahead and give you a special preview. The leak has been done. Week 1, we're going to face the Tennessee Titans. As you can see, I have us with the loss here, 20-17. We give a valiant effort in this game, but I think King Henry and the Titans are just going to be a little bit too much with that running game. And this is the first game that we have in a full rebuild. It's the first game the offense gets to play together, the first time they get to run the playbook and everything. I think we have some struggles in this game, but we give a valiant effort. The Tennessee Titans are not as strong as they once were. So I give us a chance in this game, but I do have us losing this game 20-17 just because this is our first game coming out. And I know there's going to be some rust, there's going to be some jitters, and there's going to be some mistakes made because it's a brand new offense. I'm not going to sit here and act crazy, act like these guys are just going to run through the Tennessee Titans. They're not. King Henry, I think he doesn't have an explosive game, but I think he does get close to 100 yards because the defense is just learning the new defense. We're just learning a new offense. So I got the Tennessee Titans winning this game 20-17. All right, week 2, we face the Carolina Panthers. Don't know who's going to be the starting quarterback. Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield. It's not going to matter. I got us winning against the Carolina Panthers 24-13. I believe our defense plays very well against the Carolina Panthers offense. I truly believe that our defense hits their stride against the Carolina Panthers. I'm not scared of their run game. I'm not scared of their pass game. I'm not scared of their offense, period. And I think our offense can put up some points against their defense. They're nowhere near as strong as they were last year, and I believe the Panthers are in a very bad transition. I think they're going to be going through a rebuild, and I think Matt Rule, I think this will be his last year as a Carolina Panthers coach. The New York Giants get a victory 24-13 over the Carolina Panthers. I'm going to say in this game, Daniel Jones throws, I think he throws 2 touchdowns, and we get a rushing touchdown again from Saquon Barkley. Kadarius Toney gets his first receiving touchdown for the New York Giants in this game as well. Believe this game is going to be a moniker to how this season goes. We need to win this game, and we should win this game. So I got us in the first 2 games going 1-1, losing to the Titans, but we beat the Panthers week 2, and we're going to see if we can get things rolling. All right, week 3. Are you guys ready for some football? We play the Dallas Cowboys week 3, Monday Night Football. Should be a good one. I'm going to surprise a couple of you guys here. I got us winning this Monday Night Football game 20-17. We get our first primetime win in a long time. I got us winning 20-17. Reasons why? I think this defense starts hitting its stride. I think they get confidence from that Carolina game, and I think they come into this Dallas game and they give the Cowboys hell on the defensive side of the ball. And we do just enough on offense to eke out a victory with a last-second field goal, and we beat the Cowboys 20-17. We get a Monday night win, man. We get a Monday night win. And it's going to be a good win for us, man. I think it's going to give us some confidence going into this season. We finally beat Dak Prescott. We finally get those boys. And I think things are going to change against the Cowboys this year. So Look further to the schedule and see when we play them again. But I got us beating the Cowboys 20-17 Monday Night Football Week 3. And we start out 2-1. We got a winning record. Hey, 2-1, I'll take it, man. But we beat the Cowboys Week 3 20-17. Let's go, G-Man. All right, Week 4 is the Bears. We play the Bears in Week 4. And I think we get another dub. I'm going to be honest with you. We play the Bears on Sunday. I think we beat them 28-10. I think we actually dominate these guys. I believe our defense will actually dominate the Bears offense this year. I think our defense, like I said, we're going to hit our stride. And we're going to do I think the defense is going to get pressure on a lot of these quarterbacks. And Justin Fields has proved over his rookie year that when you get pressure on him, he makes mistakes. And I think we get Justin Fields to make a couple of mistakes in this game. And I think Daniel Jones and our offense, I think we get a good stride against this Bears defense. They no longer have Khalil Mack. They still have the other edge rusher that they had last year. I always forget his name, but he's very good. He had over 20 sacks last year. But I really think that the Bears lost a lot of their defense this year, and their cornerbacks are a little suspect. And I think we get our receivers in the open field against these guys. And this is going to be one of the first times we see the Giants dominate a team in a long time. I think we dominate the Chicago Bears, and I think we go 3-1 to begin the season. We beat the Bears 28-10. Hopefully I'm correct. This is one of those games that we should win. And we start the season off 3-1, folks. I think that's pretty good. I don't know if you guys think I'm crazy or not, but I was thinking around 2-2 and 3-1, but I have us upsetting the Cowboys. And that's why I got us going 3-1 in the first quarter of the season. But G-Man get the win over the Bears 28-10. And I like it, man. Let's go, G-Man. All right, we go to Week 5, and we play the Green Bay Packers in Tottenham. We go out of the country. Sorry, guys, I actually got us losing this one to that pesky Aaron Rodgers. I think he gets us over there. Out of the country. We have a very young team. They come in hype. They had some very good games. They're 3-1. They come in hype, but we run into a little bit of a buzzsaw. We run into a veteran. I think Aaron Rodgers pulls it out against us. We lose 24-17. We don't have a good game on offense, and the defense leaks a little bit. I think he finds a little leak in our secondary, and they put up 24 points against us. I think we lose 24-17. I just think this young team traveling that far out of the country to go play, I just think that we're going to have some issues playing against that Packers offense, even though they've lost Devontae Adams. I just think that the Packers find a way to pull it out against us. And it's not the end of the world, but that young team going overseas to play that game, height, they might come out a little too overexerted, and we lose that game. We lose 24-17. So the first 5 weeks we go 3-2, and that's not bad. All right, Week 6 against the Baltimore Ravens. A lot of storylines here. Wink Martindale versus his old team, and I believe his old team beats us. We lose 24-13. We go 3-3, 2 losses in a row after starting off hot at 3-1. And this is when the doubt going to start to come in about Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has a bad game. He throws 2 interceptions, gets 1 touchdown. And this is when the Daniel Jones chatter is going to start. We lose 24-13. Lamar Jackson has a pretty good game. The Ravens beat us, man. I think the Ravens are going to be a very good team again this year with a healthy Lamar Jackson. And we just come up short against a very good team. Like I said, we're a very young team. We just traveled out of the country. Now we travel back into the country. And I think we played 2 lackluster games in a row, and I think we get beat by 2 good teams. And we go 3-3, which is not bad to start off the season. We're still 500, but we just lost to Aaron Rodgers and Lamar Jackson, and that's not nothing to be ashamed of. But I think the Ravens get us 2014, and we go 3-3. All right, here we get a little angry right here. After those 2 losses, people are going to be doubting the Giants, saying we're not a good team because we lost to 2 good teams in a row. Which we should, because we're a struggling team and we're just trying to get back into being the New York Giants. But right here, this is where we show that we're a team that's going to beat the teams that we're supposed to be, and we put a thumping on the Jacksonville Jaguars, 31-9, and we go 4-3 on the season. I think Kayvon Thibodeau gets to meet Prince Charming 2 times this game, man. I think Kayvon Thibodeau starts to come into a really good groove right here against this game. This is a game that we're supposed to win, and we're going to win. And we get back in the winning column. We get back over 500. We go 4-3 in the first 7 games. And that's not bad at all, folks. And we put a thumping on those Jaguars, 31-9, like we're supposed to. Let's go, G-Man. Okay, week 8, we played those Seattle Seahawks with Drew Lock. Drew Lock at quarterback. And if you look at the scoreboard, I got us winning 30-16. Guess what, Big Blue Crew? The G-Man have put 30 points in back-to-back games. Ain't that something? And we go 5-3 on the season. We beat those Seahawks down 30-16 like we're supposed to. The defense is playing amazing right now. They've got back on track after going out of the country and coming back and losing to the Ravens. They get motivated. They have 2 very good games against 2 teams that they should have very good games against. And the offense was right behind them. We beat the Seahawks 30-16. And now people are starting to say, well, can Daniel Jones be the quarterback of the Giants? He's having a pretty good season so far. Has about 13, 14 touchdowns. He's doing okay. He's doing all right. He's not killing the league, but hey, look, he's doing well, and he's not turning the ball over as much. He has an offensive line protecting him. Offense is getting into his groove, and we put 30 points back-to-back games and beat the Seahawks 30-16. Let's go, G-Man. Heading into the bye week. All right, we're heading down the stretch in the season, week 10, and guess what? We face the Houston Texans. Now, this one's going to be a harder game than people think it's going to be. I believe the Houston Texans are going to be better, and we're going to be better. I think this is going to be a hard-fought game, but I think we edged them out. Graham Gano pulls us through. We beat them 16-10, and we wind up going 6-3 through the first 10 weeks of the season. And I believe the G-men are back, man. We're having a very good season, and we beat the Texans 16-10 in a very hard-fought game. That game is going to be very hard-fought, man. I believe both these teams are building towards what they want, towards the future. They're both going to be looking to see if their quarterback is the quarterback of the team this year. And it proves to be a very hard-fought game. The defense pulls through for us. It confuses Davis Mills and those Texans. And we win 16-10. We eke it out. So, through the first 10 weeks, we are 6-3. All right, week 11, we play those pesky Detroit Lions. And we eke out a victory again. Graham Gano, Daniel Jones leads us to another game-winning field goal against the Detroit Lions. They jump up on us 17-7, but we come back and we score 16 points in the second half and wind up beating the Lions 23-20. I think the Lions are a very good team. Not a very good team, but they're a very tough team. They'll play you to the end, and they jump out on us 17-7, and then we have to come back, put up 23 points. So, look, we are 7-3 through the first 11 weeks, folks. I know a lot of people are going to be like, man, you are crazy. But with the schedule that we have, I think we're going to beat the teams that we're supposed to beat. If we beat the teams that we're supposed to be beating, this could be our record, folks. I believe we go into week 12, 7-3. Playing very good football, very confident football. And we beat the Lions, a team that we're supposed to beat. So, I'm being optimistic. I'm never going to be super negative, but I truly believe that if we beat the teams that we're supposed to beat, and we win a couple of games that maybe people doesn't give us a chance to beat, we can be a very good team this year. But I got a 7-3. Like it or hate it. All right. Week 12. Well, week 13. Well, week 12. I'm sorry. Week 12. they got us playing the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day, and I got us taking the L on Thanksgiving. I truly believe that they're not going to let the Cowboys lose to us on Thanksgiving. They're going to find some way to win. Cowboys play a very good game. We're coming in on a short week. They're coming in a short week as well, but I think the Cowboys pull it out on Thanksgiving Day. They find a way to win. You know how they do us out there in Dallas, man. So I got us losing 33-23. Lose a hard-fought game on Thanksgiving. But we show some heart in this game. We pull close, and then Dallas pulls away at the end. You know, they get a penalty or something that causes them to get another touchdown, and we just can't come back from that. But I have us losing on Thanksgiving to the Cowboys at Jerry's World, 33-23, and we're 7-4 through the first 12 weeks. All right, week 13, they got us facing the Washington Commanders, not the Redskins, but the Washington Commanders. And I'm not going to say we lay a dub, but we do not perform very well. And we lose to the Commanders 23-14. Not a very good game by Daniel Jones in that offense. And the defense, I mean, they didn't have a very good game as well, even though they only gave up 23 points. But we don't have a very good game against the Commanders coming off that loss to the Cowboys. And then this is where we're going to have to do some soul searching. We're going to have to do some soul searching after this loss. Are we going to go down the hill that everybody thinks that we're going to go down? Or do we stay the course and wind up having a winning record? We will see after this game, but this game right here hurts. The Commanders just come out and beat us. They just beat us. So we've lost 2 division games. We're 1-2 in the division. And the division is really going to determine how our record goes. But this division stretch, the first 2 games of the 4-game divisional stretch, we lose 2 of them back to back. So we lose to the Commanders 23-14. We go to 7-5. All right, week 14, we play those pesky, stinky, ignorant boys, as Tudo calls them, but those boys beat us 27-17. Got us going on the 3-game losing streak. This is a very young team. They're playing divisional games. Everybody's fighting for playoff position. And this is the point of the season where you're going to hear a bunch of the bench Daniel Jones chatter. You're going to hear that we suck and we're terrible and we're this and we're that. You're going to see a lot of the fans start turning against the Giants right here. We lose 3 divisional games in a row, and it's going to hurt us during playoff position. And this is where you're going to start hearing those people wanting Daniel Jones' head. They're going to start wanting Joe Shane's head. They're going to want Brian Daboll's head. This is when the real negative fans are going to start coming out. And we lose to the Eagles 27-17. We play a good game, but the Eagles eke it out. They beat us. So we fall to 7-6 after starting 7-3. All right, here's where we surprise some folks. Our backs against the wall. We've lost 3 divisional games in a row. We come against those Washington Commanders, not the Redskins, but the Commanders, and we beat them 27-17. We switched the score that we just lost to Philadelphia, and we wind up beating the Commanders 27-17. We wind up going 8-6 after the first 15 weeks, and we put ourselves back in playoff position. I think we play a very, very excellent game. The offense plays well. The defense plays extremely well, and we bring home the victory in the division. Now we're back to 2-3 in the division. And so we're 8-6, 2-3 in the division. We might be in the playoffs here, and we might be at the very outside looking in. It just depends on how the Eagles and Cowboys are doing. I believe the Commanders, they're looking up the rear right now. Pause. But we're 8-6, way better than what people thought we would be. And we're playing hard and we're playing well. Yes, we did have a stretch of losing 3 games in a row. And a lot of people have jumped off the bandwagon, say that we're dumpster fire again, blase. But the real fans, we stay tuned in, we stay positive, and we get this victory against the Washington Commanders. And we beat them 27-17, go 8-6 on the season so far. Let's get it. All right, here's where the pessimistic fans of the New York Giants are going to start saying, Big Pat, you are out your effing mind. But I'll take that. We beat the Vikings. We beat the Vikings. Week 16, we beat the Vikings and go 9-6. And our offense shows the potential that they have in their arsenal. And we wind up beating the Vikings in a very hard-fought game because the Vikings are going to be fighting for playoff position as well. So both these teams are going to come prepared. Both these teams are going to come, and they're going to put up points. Yes, our defense is going to give up points because Jefferson and those guys are going to find some leaks in our defense with our DBs and our secondary. But we find leaks in their secondary as well, and we go off. We beat them 37-30 in a barn burner. Game of the week. This one here is going to be the game of the week, and we beat them 37-30 to go 9-6 on the season and put ourselves in major playoff position. We beat them 37-30, folks. Just watch. All right, week 17, we played those Indianapolis Colts. And unfortunately, Matt Ryan gets the job done. Matty Ice ices the game for the Colts at the end of the game. Nice touchdown drive, 24-23, and he puts the last touchdown on us to go up 31-23. And we lose this game at MetLife to the Colts. Colts are fighting for playoff position as well. So they beat us 31-23, and we fall to 9-7 on the season. Right there on the cusp of playoff contention. And this very next week, against those Buds, we're going to have to win to get into the playoffs. So we lose to Matty Ice and the Colts 31-23. Jonathan Taylor, Matty Ice, and those weapons out there were just a little bit too much for us. And like I said, we're a very young team, so we're going to have leaks in our secondary in some games. Some games they're going to look very good. Some games they're going to look very bad. But we lose 31-23. And hey, you can't complain. But we're 9-7, heading into the last week of the season, fighting for playoff contention, and that's all you can hope for. All right, last game of the season, and this is when all the Giants fans are going to be talking noise. All the Eagles fans are going to be talking noise. Oh, even the Giants fans, man, we're going to lose, man. We're not going to beat the Eagles to make it into the playoffs. You think the Eagles are going to lose to us and not make it into the playoffs? We're not a good team. We'll be lucky all season. And guess what? Daniel Jones and them boys go in there and beat the brakes off Philadelphia to get that last wild card spot. And they go into Philadelphia and beat them 27-10. And we wind up going 10-7 on the season and getting that last wild card spot. We wind up beating the Eagles. Daniel Jones has a very good season, throws for over 4,000 yards, gets about 25 to 27 touchdowns. I'll give him that. Saquon Barkley has a very good season, and the G-Man touched the playoffs, just squeak in at 10-7. And we get a wild card spot, maybe even a number 6 seed. And we get that wild card spot. And to see what we do in the playoffs, you have to see when we make it into the playoffs. But I believe they beat those stanky birds. Boys, at the end of the season, shocked the hell out of everybody. Shut up a lot of detractors, shut up a lot of haters, and they make it into the playoffs at 10-7. They beat the teams that they were supposed to, and they went 3-3 in the division, and they made it into the playoffs. Joe Shane and Brian Daboll, first year, you have to call it a success. They get into the playoffs at 10-7. They do their thing. Who knows what can happen when the Giants make it into the playoffs? Because you know when we make it count. So not too many times the Giants make it in the playoffs and they don't make it count. So I'm very optimistic about this team. You can call me crazy, call me whatever you want to call me. But I think we go 10-7. We beat the teams that we're supposed to beat. And we go 3-3 in a division, and I think we make the playoffs at 10-7. So this was the schedule leaked. The schedule was leaked, so I went on ahead and did a actual prediction for you on the schedule. We go 10-7. Go 3-3 in the division, beat the teams that we're supposed to beat, and Brian Daboll and Joe Shane can celebrate a little bit. Playoffs in their first year together, they turn the G-Man around, and we have some respect again. So, let me know what you think about my schedule prediction. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you want to talk your talk with Big Pat Sports Talk and stand out above the rest, hit that join button, because you know I'm going to talk my talk no matter what you thought. And stand out above the rest. Also, go cop you some Big Pat Sports Talk merch from the Big Pat Sports Shop. The What Are You Doing collection is in. It's fire. It's hot. Go get it. Let me know what you think about it. And don't forget to send me a picture so I can give you a shout out for copping some Big Pat Sports Talk gear from the Big Pat Sports Shop. But this has been the schedule prediction. See you guys later tonight for the schedule release party, watch party, and we gonna party and we gonna talk. But until the next video, until the next time I see you guys, peace. This has been a Big Blue Crew production.